Hey guys, back with another episode. I have today here one of my good friends from People's OC. It's Jordan Miles.
Yeah, so I'm like you said, Jordan Miles, Georgia made, Texas raised. I'm from Atlanta. It's like my year anniversary being out here in California, so I feel like I can say I'm a real California resident now. But yeah, like you said, I love sports, basketball, football. It's biggest passion and everything. So yeah, can't wait to get into it.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, and we're watching the games right now, but we're gonna do the picks for next week. Big predictions coming up. Right off the top. We don't even know what's gonna happen the rest of today, but
just run with it. Run with it.
Let's see. Let's go to
Marcus Mariota's in.
Damn.
Jalen watching the Eagles and 49ers game, and Jalen Hurts is questionable to return.
Yeah, he's not coming back, bro.
Yeah, 22. Yeah, just stay out.
Yeah, dude, I almost got DeAndre Swift in a trade. And I think I should have pulled the trigger on it.
I think you should have did that. I picked him up on one of my teams, and I knew that I knew that he was gonna click at some point because he's real talented, man. Shout out to those Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he went to Georgia. He did the catching the ball, running the ball, but it was for Derrick Henry though, and Derrick Henry went on like a 2-game touchdown run, and I was like, I don't know. Derrick Henry seems like he's getting hot right now. And it took him a while to actually get to that point. He's been pretty slow coming out the gate. But
before we get into picks and stuff for next week, let me ask you a fantasy question.
Okay.
How do you feel about the older star players in fantasy and getting them now? So picking up Derrick Henry, having older receivers like Stephon Diggs or DeAndre Hopkins or something like that. People you still know talented, but they might not have the same juice like they used to.
It's more of like a letdown of anything, because I do still pick the older players for sure.
Same.
And Derrick Henry, because he did so good for me in those other 2 seasons. Yeah. I still remember that that 2 touchdowns, 150 yards. Yeah. He's not doing the same thing he is back then, but he's still getting it. I can't really be mad at it,
Yeah, that's true.
DeAndre Hopkins is a different story.
And with him being a receiver too, in the Titans quarterback situation, that might not be the
I don't know.
The best.
To be honest, I don't know why he went there.
I think it was the money. They had to have offered him the most money because there's no other reason.
Well, where else could he have gone? He probably could have did the same thing.
He had a visit with the Patriots.
He could have went to the Ravens.
He could have went to the Ravens. He could have went to the Chiefs.
Yeah,
if he would have took less money, he could have went to better teams. But I understand you want to get your money. But for next year, I feel like he can't go for the money. You got to go to a good team, to a contending team.
Especially someone who's consistently getting hurt too now.
So
definitely gotta watch that.
But yeah, man, I agree with you. Though. I'm on the old guys. I'm gonna ride them out until pause. Ride with the old guys, man.
I say that, but then I picked Garrett Wilson too, so I can't even really be because actually that's relying on another old guy, fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Relying on Aaron Rodgers, yeah. Well, you gotta have a good balance of it, Have a good. Jalen Hurts came back.
That's crazy, dude. Keep him out, bro.
For real. He already had a banged up knee. It's a 21-point game.
Yeah, bro. You got 8 minutes left. Stop it.
Speaking of that, though, I need the Eagles to take care of this business next week against the Cowboys. It's gonna be a big game.
That's right. We're very anti-Cowboy here at Cheeks Productions.
Very much so.
Yeah, you guys are not them boys.
Never will be them boys.
But okay, we'll talk about that first game. So you said Philly versus Dallas. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, for sure.
Defenses are good, pretty good on both sides. As far as offense though, I think I trust Jalen Hurts more than I do Dak.
I do, but it's been a big topic these last few weeks how Dak has been playing. The last probably the last 5 or 6 weeks or since they lost to San Francisco. He's been playing really good, but it hasn't been the stiffest level of competition. So it's I'm ready to see him play, against better teams to see if he can perform it. So how we talking about we're anti-Cowboys. I like the Cowboys players. I don't like the fans. That's why I'm anti-Cowboy.
That's who the Cowboys are though. That's their fans,
Yeah.
And then you got Jerry Jones, old crusty ass on there. Same. I want to see that too, and he has momentum now. Like he has like something. Him and CeeDee Lamb got something going.
They're clicking.
Brandon Cooks, has been catching touchdowns lately. Even their I think their tight end has been doing great.
He's been playing better too. Yeah.
So
the offense has been humming. Playing against bad teams, putting up 40 points, but they're still putting up 40 points. So still give it to them.
Still the best in the world. Playing against the best in the world.
Got you. Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be a good game. So official pick is going to be for sure. Official pick is going to be the Eagles.
Yeah, it's going to be the Eagles. The other thing too, like the Cowboys and the games that they played. Think about it, the Cowboys and the teams that they played against, like they put up great numbers. It just hasn't been against the stiffest competition. So, just want to see how they do when they play against the better teams. Because when it comes to the playoffs, they got to beat the Eagles. They got to beat the 49ers. That's really like the only people that I compare the Cowboys to, because I think they're better than the rest of the NFC, but they got Super Bowl aspirations. So let's see how you do against the better teams that's gonna run the ball on you, and see how your defense holds up with that.
Yeah, I sometimes I low key I'm just like, well, how come you guys aren't like doing any? How come the first round is like the only the farthest you guys gotten? You guys' team is stacked, bro. I mean, even look at the defensive line. DeMarcus Lawrence, you got Micah Parsons, bro.
Yeah,
Trayvon Diggs, bro, what are we doing?
Even though Trey Diggs, he's been hurt. Deron Bland
got
five pick sixes this year,
champion, honestly. So official pick, we're going Eagles though. As great as we think the Cowboys could be,
despite the Eagles' troubles with the Niners last week, but still rocking with the Eagles.
I think Philly's fan base almost as bad as Dallas Cowboys.
I've heard that, bro. I haven't experienced it, but I've heard that, and especially Philly sports in general.
Yeah,
because
bunch of assholes. I've heard
the Braves and the Phillies, for baseball, they have a lot of beef recently, and I've heard that about Philly fans a lot. But yeah, that's crazy. Never would have known.
Yeah, and it's because we know a guy who's more quiet. So he's not really. But dude, there was some Philly guys who came in and they were rowdy. Bro. I was like, you guys got to go. Let's see. So next game that I'm seeing here, we got Rams and Ravens, 10 a.m. team, or they're playing early. So for that one, I'm a Rams fan, so I have to go with the Rams. Yeah.
Hey, well, you're gonna ride with your heart.
Like that,
you're gonna ride with your heart.
What's your brain thinking?
Ravens.
It's
not even a question.
It's a tough matchup, all right, but I think, dude, the way we're playing right now, we have some momentum. We got 2 games we won, and then we just beat the Browns, who had the best defense. Ravens got the best defense.
Yeah, this is true. But it's they played Joe Flacco with the Browns, and it's gonna be Lamar Jackson on the other side.
We scored 27 on that defense. So I mean,
but they're gonna put up more than 19.
Oh yeah, I guess. But I mean, Lamar Jackson though, he's good.
Yeah,
you can't really deny the talent that's on that team. So,
I'm gonna give it to you. I still got a chance. I'm a Matthew Stafford fan. I'm still it's a fighting chance.
Well, all I'm gonna say is if we lose, I'm not mad about it. If we put up a good game, so
let it be competitive.
And then we'll go to your team, the Steelers versus the Patriots. So, I'm gonna be on your side with this one. I think I'm going Steelers for sure.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers for sure too.
Yeah,
because the Patriots have just been terrible.
2-10.
But Kenny Pickett, I don't know. He hurt his ankle against the Cardinals. I don't know if he's gonna play. I don't have any faith in Mitch Trubisky. I just don't.
Not even to hand off the ball. No, I'm just kidding, man.
Need to be a threat in some other ways. I just don't have the biggest faith in Mitch Trubisky. But we should still, no matter the quarterback, we should still be able to beat the Patriots. Our defense alone should be able to beat the Patriots.
Let's just take a break too to just realize the greatness of Mike Tomlin. That guy, bro. Dude, he's taking teams that you're like, that team will never win nothing, and they've gone winning seasons. Gone to the playoffs. And what's his record for that, right? He has a record for that?
So this is his 17th consecutive year with having a winning record.
Yeah.
or not having a losing record, because he went 500 a couple times, but he's never had a losing record.
That's still like,
yeah. I get tired of people saying like, people get tired of him and they be like, oh, we need a new coach and all this stuff. Like Mike Tomlin, like the definition of consistency. I remember Big Ben got hurt. I think it was like 2017, 18, something like that maybe. And we were down to our third string because we had Mason Rudolph, and he had his incident with Myles Garrett and the helmet and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Devlin Duck Hodges, he was our third string quarterback. Nobody knew of him. He played in the CFL, and he was like a duck caller. He's like a little dude. He kind of reminded me of like Stetson Bennett, like his style and his size and everything.
Okay.
And came in with the defense and everything. And we won 8 games that year. We shouldn't have won 8 games. Overachieved. Overachieved like fuck. Even this year, man, like, we've overachieved. Give all the credit and all the kudos to Mike T.
Has to. Like, every year you see it,
Got rocked.
Was that Njoku?
No, that was I was watching the Eagles. Devontae. That was DeAndre Swift. Got rocked.
Oh yeah, maybe it was a good idea I didn't trade for him. Shit, he's got hurt right now. Damn.
He's had a couple. I think he's had like 3 really good. Boom. Ooh, he had like 3 really good games. But other than that, it's been up and down.
It's been pretty, yeah. So we got Steelers.
Yeah,
I mean,
over Patriots.
Patriots aren't really doing much. I mean, it's obviously they're going to start rebuilding.
They're going for Caleb Williams or whoever.
Yeah, we're getting Mac Jones out of there, and then that defense is good though. Like they just need a good offense to complement it for sure, or like a decent offense to at least complement it.
Real quick, you think Bill Belichick is gonna stay with the Patriots, or you think he's gonna go to a new team?
He has to stay with the Patriots. There's no way he should go. Bro, yeah. I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't, and I don't think he would, just because he's 5 Super Bowls deep with that team. So 6. I think 6. Yeah. He's ride or die for them. You know what I'm saying? So at least like for me, if I won something that much with someone, like you were there during the best times, bro, be there during the worst times.
Yeah.
Like come back. Because he's gonna be coaching until he's like what?
He's old, man. He's like, I think he's 70.
I think. Oh no way, bro.
60 or 70. Let's
I say
fact check it real quick.
If he's 60, bro, he can go another 10 years.
Let's fact check it real quick.
He can be up in the box in a wheelchair calling plays, bro.
Bill Belichick is 71 years old.
Oh damn.
1952.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
bro.
he's old. I'm a big. I watch ESPN a lot. Teddy Bruschi, he is a linebacker for the Patriots. He won like the first 3 Super Bowls with them.
Yeah.
He said that Bill always said that he wouldn't coach past 70, and past 70 now.
Yeah. He probably feels good, bro.
Yeah, he does. Like
taking his vitamins in the morning,
getting a good stretch in.
Yeah, bro. He hits the sauna before his day.
I heard that. Yeah, he be hitting the gym still.
Yeah,
squatting a lot, bench press, and all that good stuff.
Dude, I heard 315. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't.
You heard Bill Belichick's?
No, I heard that he was squatting that. People were talking shit like on the Pat McAfee show. People were talking shit about him like squatting a lot and squatting a whole bunch of weight. But,
no shit. Bro.
I don't know. I doubt it. But
no, dude, that dude man looks frail.
Like his back would break or something.
All right, let's see who's next. All right, we got the Buccaneers and the Falcons.
Riding with the home team, baby. Let's go Falcons.
He's going Falcons. I'm gonna go Bucs on this one. I don't trust the Falcons. I don't trust Desmond Ridder. And I don't really even know what's going on over there. They're just kind of like
let me
a mess.
Let me fill you in on a little bit, man.
Okay. Oh yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Defense been playing pretty solid. Like the team, I feel like the team is pretty good, bro. The quarterback position has really held them back. They don't use Kyle Pitts at all, though. They should get rid of him. But because I feel like his first few years have been wasted. But they got talent on offense. Like they got Drake London, the receiver from USC.
That's right.
Kyle Pitts, tight end from Florida. They got Bijan Robinson. They still got Cordell Patterson. Like they got some pieces on offense, and their defense has been balling. Jesse Bates has been balling since he came from Cincinnati this year. But yeah, the quarterback position has really held them back.
Yeah,
really held them back.
It is, and that's one of the reasons why I'm going with the latter. Just because, as much as I'm not a big fan of Baker Mayfield, he's still able to throw it up to Mike. Oh, is Mike Evans hurt actually?
I don't know. I think he's.
Is he back?
Let me check. Okay.
I think he.
Yeah, Mike Evans. He had 7 for 162 and a touchdown today. So yeah, he's still good.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm going with the Bucks.
So I like Baker. I've always been a Baker fan. I feel like he did not get the credit he deserves for what he did in Cleveland. Because people forget the 2 years before Baker got there, they won 1 game out of 32.
Mm-hmm.
Baker's first year there, they won like 7 games, and he broke Peyton Manning's rookie touchdown record. Second year, he was hurt. He played bad. Then the third year, take him to the playoffs, and you beat your division rival in the playoffs. When is the last time the Browns won a playoff game?
I think that's all on the back of the defense, though. Myles Garrett was already there, right? Wasn't Myles Garrett already there?
Yeah, he was already there, but
yeah, he was already getting sacks after sacks, bro. I don't.
So you don't think the offense had anything to do? You don't think the quarterback had anything to do? Because
no.
Why didn't they win when Myles Garrett was there before Baker?
Nick Chubb was there, right? Wasn't Nick Chubb there? He's been there for a while too.
He's been there, but they didn't win a playoff game until Baker was playing.
When you have Isaiah Richardson fucking running your ball, bro, or Isaiah Crowell was his name, bro.
Yeah, Trent Richardson was there too.
Exactly.
But I'm saying still though, like Baker still did it, and then since he's left, we'll see if they make the playoffs this year. They didn't make it before he went there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it was all Baker. Like, don't get me wrong.
No,
like,
for
I'm not
sure,
saying
yeah.
that he did it on his back, but I just feel like he didn't get the credit for what he did there. But hey.
I think agree to disagree because.
All right, so look, you're a Rams fan.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that game last year when he came like on a Wednesday and then played on Sunday and he won the game for y'all?
I was like, get this guy out of here. I was like, dude, I don't care how many good games he's had, bro. Get this fucking guy out of here, bro.
All right.
Yeah. I'll keep the same energy.
That's cool. That's cool.
Like I think his rookie year, I was like, this is gonna be the guy that might turn the Browns around. And then I see him play, and I see him throw a fucking duck, bro. But it wasn't just like a duck. It was a wide open receiver.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like anyone was covering him. Kyron Williams just scored. They were really running up the scores on these things.
Man, run the Browns out of there. Hey, talking about Baker Mayfield. Hey.
Damn, lost my train of thought. I'm just not a big Baker fan.
Baker guy.
Yeah. I mean,
I got you.
I like him. I don't like him at all. Even at Oklahoma when he was like grabbing.
He's a stud at Oklahoma, bro.
He was good. Like I could say he was good, but as like a person that I'm like, I'm a fan of that guy. No,
you're just not a fan of. You're not a fan of the man Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, and that's weird because like I'm usually like I like the shit talking guys. I like the guys who are like talking trash, and saying shit. But for him,
rubbed you the wrong way.
Yeah, I was just like, this guy's kind of iffy.
All right, I got you.
He was like a regular ass dude too. Like
he's a regular guy. Like if he was walking down the street, you probably wouldn't be just like, another dude, just another guy walking down the street.
So we got where was it? We were just talking about.
Yeah, so you had Bucks, I had Falcons.
Okay. That Lions and Bears. This one's interesting. I'm gonna take the lead on this one. Although I think the Lions are gonna win the game. I think the Bears gonna put up a good fight.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I've really liked the Bears this year. As much as they've been kind of trash, I really like. I don't know if I have Cole Kmet either, and he's just been doing good. But I think that Justin Fields, like, he really wants to be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see him on the sidelines, like he looks pissed that they're losing.
Yeah.
He's not fucking around. He's not just sitting on the bench. He's standing up there watching the game. And that something like that for me, it's like, okay, that's a good sign that they're going in the right direction with who they are.
Yeah.
As much as they want to get rid of him too, because like. I don't think they should get rid of him. I think that'd be dumb if they get rid of Justin Fields. Because he goes to another team, bro, he makes that team instantly better, for sure.
Yeah. I.e. the Steelers. So, I think but you said you still think the Lions are going to win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close game, though.
Yeah. I think the Lions are going to win, too. But I am a Justin Fields fan.
Yeah, same.
I think he's a stud. I feel like people try to say that he's not a good passer, but like he's shown that he can be a great passer. He did it in college. He's done it times in the NFL. It's just not as consistent. But
he's running for his life.
The line's bad. But so that's why I feel like also like I do want him to leave Chicago because like the situation is not good, and him continuing to like be in that situation. He's going to get blamed for it, and it's going to be like he's not improving enough. He's not playing well enough, even though the things around him aren't good. And then also, like, the staff is probably going to get fired. And if you bring in a new coach, new GM, and you're gonna have two picks in the top 5, you're probably gonna go ahead and get the quarterback that you want and just wipe the slate clean. So it sucks, but like the business of it and everything, and I feel like it's gonna benefit. It's gonna benefit just because he needs to go to a better situation so he can really show his talents.
Yeah,
come to Pittsburgh, come play for Mike Tomlin. We were just talking about him. Come play for Mike T.
Yeah, that would be a good fit, honestly.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Strong arm, cut it through the wind. Got weapons all around you. Got the defense. Right? Come to. Sorry, Kenny Pickett. Come to Pittsburgh, Justin.
Well, I should trade you for Kenny Pickett. No, but yeah, I do got the.
Got the Lions, though.
Yeah, I got the Lions.
Yeah.
Jared Goff's doing great this year. I mean, throwing touchdowns like crazy. Their running game is probably
crazy.
Next to the best thing that's going on in the NFL right now. That tandem duo of Jahmyr Gibbs, who's like the scat back kind of,
Yeah.
And then you got David Montgomery just fucking running people over as he runs in the end zone. You can't really beat that. So, yeah, I guess Lions is where we're going. If they get blown out, though,
Hey, they've had They lost.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they had lost. They dropped a couple in a row. So they'll need to. They need to get a bounce back.
Yes, sir. And then for the next one, we got the Colts versus the Bengals.
I will be honest with you. I have no idea.
Yeah, that one is a tough one because I didn't realize this, but the Colts are 7-5, which is a very big surprise to me right now.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going Joe Burrow's out right now, though.
Yeah, Jake Browning is a quarterback against Gardner Minshew.
My God. That's why I don't know about it,
and
bro.
Then, and then Jonathan Taylor, the great running back for the Colts, he's hurt. So I don't think he's going to play in the game. Zach Moss, he started this week. He's going to start that game.
That's still a good
still
substitution,
solid,
sure.
but it's not your number one. It's not your number one guy like you would usually have. So this one's really a toss up for me.
Sure.
I'm probably gonna give it to the Colts. Like the Bengals have still been fighting and been competing without Joe Burrow because they still got all the weapons. But I'll probably give this one to the Colts.
Joe Burrow's kind of one of a kind at this point. I think like it's gonna be hard for them to even like win games after this. To be honest,
they beat the damn Steelers.
Oh, did they?
I think so.
That's all right though. Steelers are
we came back and won. I lied. Don't let me talk down on my boys.
No, I'm not talking down.
No, I'm talking about me.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about me.
No, what I was trying to say, dude, sometimes Steelers are 50-50, bro. Like they're gonna play hard,
like how we lost to the Cardinals today.
Yeah, exactly. Like then again, Kyler Murray is back, but
Yeah, TJ Watt was mad at the refs. He didn't like some of the officiating. I don't really think it was down to that, but
Hey,
I mean, all good.
Yeah. You guys gonna be one of those teams where you're still gonna make the playoffs somehow, dude.
Yeah,
somehow,
one way or another.
Mike Tomlin's gonna play quarterback or something. And he's gonna fucking win. So we got Colts on that one.
Yeah.
Jaguars and Browns. Wow, I would say that would probably be the game. If not the. Oh wow, they got that. Okay, never mind. Maybe not. I would say this would probably be the game of the week, man. Jaguars versus Browns. That's my game of the week right now.
That's your game of the week.
Yeah, dude. That's a solid. Well, fuck. No, I'm watching this.
No, I'd say there's a couple like the Eagles and Cowboys play, and the Chiefs and the Bills play. I'd take those two over the.
In terms of popularity, but I'm trying to maybe in terms of the game physicality. How those teams play. I think that that's gonna be that's gonna be like the Phillies-Niners game. That's what I think.
I feel like the Cowboys and Eagles, that line of scrimmage like matchup is gonna be crazy. My thing, because with the Browns, like their defense is great, but we see how their offense looked with Joe Flacco today. So that's gonna be.
Okay, I rescind that.
It's gonna be a little tough.
I rescind that game of the week.
I feel like for the Jags, if the Jags are like what they think that they are and what a lot of people think that they are this year, this is a game that they should win. They're gonna be playing against a really great defense, but they're struggling on offense, and the Jags are trying to like get to that next step for them. So I feel like Trevor Lawrence got to win this game. I feel like they.
Oh yeah.
If they are what people think they are, and if they are what we think they are, that's the game that they got to win. They got to overcome that one.
Yeah. And then I have 2 players on my fantasy from them. So ETN and Calvin, really, I just need them to go off.
Slide, really.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Need you to slide.
He's been doing good the past 2 games, man. He's been doing pretty decent. And then, but before that, I was a little worried. But
he got out to that slow start, but
problem is he's playing with Christian Kirk, and Christian Kirk's just phenomenal right now.
They got a lot of weapons. Evan Ingram's been balling too. Travis Etienne. They got a lot of weapons in Jacksonville. So it's like it doesn't all have to go through Calvin really for them to be successful.
Exactly,
so,
and that's the problem I'm having because I have him.
Yeah. You need him to be the focal point.
Yeah, come on,
Gotta
man.
be the focal point.
Sometimes I feel like on fantasy, like because Calvin Ridley is one of those guys who's like he's gonna have 2 catches for 20 yards, or he's gonna have like 5 or like 7, 8 catches for like 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes it's either or with that guy. What I said probably exaggerated his ceiling a little bit, but
it's okay. But like his top game, like it's something like that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And then he'll have that game, like the 2 for 20.
And what I hate about the fantasy is they average it. They don't say project what they think he's gonna do. They're averaging out where his ceiling and where his floor is. So it's like 13 points when realistically he's either gonna score 4 or he's gonna score like 21.
Yeah. I feel like we gotta look into those matchups and see what type of game it's gonna be.
From what I saw, so we said Jaguars and Browns. Browns they got a solid defense. They really rely on the pass rush, though.
Yeah.
They do have solid secondary, but, I mean, I just don't think it's anything that's going to stop both, like, the run and the throw, or Christian Kirk or Calvin Ridley is just going to have, like, one of those really good games.
Yeah.
It can go either or with those.
And then with their offense struggling like it's been, the defense really they got to basically play perfect to try to win these games. So that's a lot of pressure to be on the defense.
Oh, yeah. Myles Garrett, we gotta mention Myles Garrett, beast, bro.
Been beasting this year, yeah. I'm a little biased, but
oh really?
Yeah, because people are gonna like say that he's the best and all of this, but yeah, I'm a TJ Watt guy.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
yes, sir. Put the numbers up. Let's look at the numbers side by side. Let's see whose production is really better. But that's neither here nor there. I ain't gonna take nothing away from him. He's still great though.
I feel like TJ Watt's meaner too. I feel like he's got a little more like anger behind like when he's
I can see. I feel like Myles Garrett still does have it, but he just looks like he kind of looks like a friendly guy, other than him being like a monster, like looking like a physical monster. Like his face, he looks like a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like TJ Watt run through you and then like spit on you after. Myles Garrett just be like, "Yeah, I got you," and then walk away, do a little dance. And then
but you know
away.
what's so funny? I saw on Twitter, it was like a Browns fan talking about when are we going to talk about how TJ Watt is a dirty player? And it's like and people in the comments like, yeah, we see what fan base you're coming from. Like, it's just fucking you. Like how he looks like he'll tackle you and spit on you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he looks fucking mean, bro.
Hey man, gotta get it done.
It's always the white guys too that look like just mean as fuck. And that's probably what they had to do to get in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like you're playing with people who are like born godly, and then
like Myles Garrett.
Yeah, dude. What?
Bro, have you seen him play basketball?
He dunks the basketball, bro.
And the windmills, 2-handed windmills, 360s.
Oh, he's doing tricks too.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like he's so big, he shouldn't be able to jump like that. So yeah, he's a physical freak.
Yeah, that and he runs like a 4.5 or something like that.
Did you see that one?
Like 250.
Did you see that one game when he blocked the field goal when he like jumped right over? Yeah, bro. He was standing right in front of the center. You can't touch the center or anything. It's a penalty. It's like the leverage penalty. Yeah. So he just literally off vert just jumped right over him, timed it up right, and then blocked the kick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's too big to be doing stuff like that.
Yeah. That makes me scared, like seeing people out like that and like at a bar or something. Because I'm like, oh, dude, that dude's beating whoever's
you got to shoot him.
Yeah, shoot him. Exactly, bro. Yeah.
I ain't about to fight him.
Like an elephant gun, too, bro.
Shoot him with tranquilizers.
Yeah, bro. My little gun not doing nothing to that.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude. Shouts out Aaron Donald, too. Always forget to mention him. I don't know why. It's like my favorite player.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got a all-time great.
The greatest, actually, defensive lineman.
Going on that one? Yeah.
I can argue that for sure. Yeah.
Go ahead, take it. Go ahead.
So we were talking about Jaguars Browns.
Yeah.
I don't think we picked it, but I'm going Jaguars.
Jaguars as well.
Jaguars. Yeah. Okay. From what we're seeing right now, we are currently watching the games, but we're doing next week's pick because we're already in the middle of the games. But we see the LA and the Browns game right now, and LA kind of blew out the Browns right now. So, the defense is looking, the momentum got killed a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Next one, Jordan's game of the week. It's the Panthers versus the Saints.
That was a good one.
He's really excited about this one. He said he likes what he sees from Bryce Young, and then Derek Carr is one of his favorite quarterbacks. So, why do you think that?
So let's go ahead. And he's joking. But not for real though.
Yeah.
So do you think? Frank Reich got fired. The Panthers head coach got fired. Like 11 games into the year. Do you think that? Bryce Young was the wrong pick to make at number one? Seeing how like C.J. Stroud has been playing, how he's been balling this year.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think that he went with his gut because I thought Bryce Young was going to go first too.
Yeah.
They kept saying C.J. Stroud was like stupid, like he was like dumb.
So
and I
that's
was like, what does that mean?
All right, so we got to get into this. That's one of the things, when black quarterbacks come in, they always try to say they can't process information, they can't lead, and they're not intelligent enough. And they were talking about some test that they make quarterbacks and that they make them take, which I think is like during the combine, which I think is really stupid.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll like this. I think he didn't do so well on this test, but it's like, what does that have to do with football? What does that have to do with the film that he put out? It's like some type of intellect test that they give you during the combine, like that.
So like he didn't study. He wasn't like.
I don't think it was like a study thing. It's like an IQ test, like how it's not stuff that you're gonna study for, but just kind of like what you're.
It's like a critical thinking type deal. Yeah.
And it's like you see the film he's put out. You can talk about him. You can talk to him about like what he sees on the field, how he breaks down the defense, how he breaks down film. Like that should tell you all you need to know. But I don't like how they'll start to say things about these quarterbacks like when draft time comes, try to bring out all of these random things. It's crazy.
And they really do, like some of the white quarterbacks, they really do like, dude, this guy, he's amazing. His mechanics are great. And white guys are probably more fundamental, but like, bro, some of those guys, bro.
Zach Wilson went number 2, man.
Let's just put it right there, right?
Come on.
Prime example. We're getting racial up in here.
Yeah, man. We're not scared to go there.
Oh man.
But so I think from what he did in college though, I don't feel like Bryce Young was necessarily the wrong pick. Like C.J. Stroud was a great talent too, and
I think that's why they didn't draft him first though.
Why?
They were calling him stupid. And
yeah,
I was like,
it probably it did affect him.
Like,
yeah.
If you think someone's stupid, you're like, I'm not gonna go with that guy. Even though that dude's balling out right now, dude.
Yeah.
And what's weird about it is he's not even like a mobile quarterback really. He's a pocket passer.
Yeah, he can move, but that's not his his first.
Yeah.
Like he's like I heard a lot of people compare him to like a Joe Burrow. Like he's gonna sit back there, he's gonna dissect, and he's gonna sling the ball. Like and he's been balling. He shoot us, so we played the Texans.
He's too stupid to play.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's what I don't understand it. I think he's gonna put it into the there was a thing about Ohio State quarterbacks coming into the NFL and how they never necessarily played well. He's gonna because it was like Justin Fields and then like Cardale Jones and Dwayne Haskins and like I think those are RIP Dwayne. Those are like the last few quarterbacks, and I always say that the Ohio State quarterbacks, they put up great numbers in college because of the scheme and the talent around them, but then when they get to the NFL, they don't do too much. But C.J. Stroud is telling you home and beer.
Yep, he's got it. Definitely. Like I said, not wrong on the pick, and then Bryce, I would have went with C.J. Stroud just because he's over 6 feet tall too. I don't know.
Bryce is
he's a little
guy.
short, and like he just runs the ball. Then again, too, the Panthers don't have anything, like no weapons, because I feel like C.J. Stroud went into a way better situation too.
But here's the thing, like. We probably wouldn't have said that going in because we didn't know Tank Dell and we didn't know Noah Brown, and then we didn't think that they were going to be like this. Like Devin Singletary had bounced around for teams, so I don't know if it's like they were like we didn't know about the weapons around them, or if CJ Stroud is like elevating them and making them look this good. But either way, both of the situations weren't necessarily the best. Last year, like the Panthers, their run game was pretty decent. Like their offensive line was decent, and their defense was pretty solid. So and they had a good coaching staff, like Frank Reich, a former quarterback and a Super Bowl winning coordinator. And then you had Josh McCown, another former quarterback. And you had former players all around to like help coach him up, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work out.
I heard a lot of good things about Bryce Young too. Like before he was even playing at Modern Day, he was already like being coached by like NFL like type coaching, like
because they said like the
coaches.
talent is crazy and like the production that he had in high school and college like is crazy. So it's not like he's not a talented player, but like the situation is just not good. We did all of this and went away from talking about the pick because that's just a really bad game. It's a bad NFC South game. I'm gonna go with the Saints.
Let's go with the Saints too, because I mean,
Saints got a solid defense.
It's just and you got Alvin Kamara too. So, pretty crazy. Not crazy at all. Hopefully that's 10 a.m. So we're getting rid of that game in the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
Next game. I don't really know how I feel. Texans and Jets. Texans?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Jets' offense is terrible.
Yeah. But the Jets' defense is probably one of the best in the leagues right now.
But it's like they can't there's another one of them. They got to play perfect, and they got to try to score on defense. They got to not let you score anything because they don't their offense isn't giving them anything.
I'm gonna go Jets on this one.
You gonna go Jets on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jets on this one. Just cause I think that defense is it's good enough, and it's a rookie quarterback. You got you got a pretty sound defensive line, C.J. Mosley, and then
baller.
I'm not really. Sauce Gardner's on the team. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. I think for what he's playing with a lot of young players, and I think this is like a veteran, hard nosed defense. So I think they definitely
pull it out.
Yeah. Then you just get the ball to Breece Hall the entire time. I guess throw a bomb to Garrett Wilson every now and then. A deep out.
Who's gonna throw the bomb to him? Zach Wilson got benched. He's like the third string quarterback, and then they had Tim Boyle starting, and he got hurt in the game today. And so I think Trevor Siemian is the quarterback. He's gonna be the starting quarterback now.
Not mad at it. He had like a good game in his career, right? Like one good game, 2 good games.
I don't know.
Yeah, pretty sure. I remember hearing him on SportsCenter or something.
I know he's been a little journeyman and been around.
They threw him in. They were like, throw this ball deep, and he fucking caught it or something like that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that game.
Not the most exciting one.
Yeah.
But, so we're going. You're going.
I'm going Texans. Yeah.
I'm going Jets. Yeah. Okay. All right. So next one's gonna be pretty decent one. Battle of for the wild card, Vikings and the Raiders.
Ooh. Hey, man.
That one can go either way.
It can. Justin Jefferson coming back. He's gotten activated off of IR. Just off of that, I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Okay.
I have nothing else to because like you say, it could go either way. Both of them, the Vikings have been more consistent than the Raiders. After Josh McDaniel got fired with the Raiders, Antonio Pierce had them playing well, had them motivated, and they won 2 games in a row. But they're still they still got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. And then I don't know. Josh Jacobs is playing pretty well. That's what I thought. But yeah, I'll probably go Minnesota on this one. They're on they have this momentum going.
Yeah,
with
they played. They had a bad guy their last game. I think Josh Dobbs threw 3 or 4 picks. He had a bad game.
God damn.
But I'm thinking if especially Justin Jefferson coming back, that's gonna help alleviate that. Jordan Addison, he's been balling. He can go back to that number 2 receiver spot. And
I need Mattinson too to do something also, bro.
Get the ball out.
Come on.
I wasn't the biggest fan of them and I guess it didn't matter because Dalvin Cook hasn't played that good this year. But I wanted them to keep Dalvin Cook because I liked that group of weapons. If you'd have had Dalvin Cook still with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and T.J. Hawkinson, and then still have Alexander Madison and have a 1-2 tandem for running back. That's a very solid set of weapons. But they were ready to move on and probably didn't want to pay him probably didn't want to keep paying him. But
they could have been a Super Bowl team almost if they would have kept. I think if they would have kept Dalvin Cook, that same momentum he would have brought back next year.
Yeah, and then if Kirk if Kirk stayed healthy,
but he's usually a healtty guy though.
Yeah, and it was for me. It was a freak. He tore his Achilles, so it was that was
a freak thing.
Yeah. So, if he would have been healthy and Cook would have stayed, I feel like they really could have. Last year, I think they were 13-4 or something like that. They could have challenged for that again.
And that Super Bowl was I mean, not Super Bowl. The defense is crazy. Daniel Hunter is like the most sacks, I think.
Their
right now
defense,
in the
they
NFL.
weren't as good, but they played so much better this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Brian Flores is the defensive coordinator now. Like that defense has been playing better. But injuries, shit's just part of it. It happens.
Yeah. It's football.
Yeah, there you go.
Next one. Well, I feel like they just played not too long ago. The Seahawks and the Niners are next week.
I think they played on Thanksgiving. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. After seeing how the Niners just blitzed the Eagles, I'm not about to pick against them.
They already did that to the Seahawks
Exactly.
on Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
so I'm going
pick
Niners too.
Hey man, the Niners, I think they're my NFC pick. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, or what is it? Gonna be like week 13, week 14, whatever week this is. Yeah.
Week 14.
Yeah,
Nope.
the Niners is they're my NFC representative in the Super Bowl for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. You think they beat the Eagles still, even after that blowout?
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
I said before that I feel like whoever wins this game, I feel like the other team would win in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. That's not the case.
But I don't know, just the way how it went, and like the motivation and the kind of like the anger that's behind like the 49ers, and knowing that they want to like prove that they should have done it. Like I feel like and with Jalen Hurts too, because he's not 100% healthy. Like coming into the game, like his knee had been a little banged up, and then he left the game again. He came back, but I don't know how much more of that is he gonna be able to take, and if he'll be able to still play at that high level. I think it's gonna be a great game, but I think San Fran is gonna still. I think they'll take it.
Dude, their defense. This is the nastiest defense I've seen in a while. That defensive line, bro, with Jason Hargraves and
Javon Hargrave, and then. Bro, and the fact, they brought Chase Young in. You still got
Bosa on the other side.
And
they
brought
Fred Warner, Greenclaw playing linebacker.
Yeah, bro.
Denzel Ward on the cornerback.
They have their defenses. You got ballers at all three levels. You got like all pro players at all three levels of the defense.
Nasty, bro.
And then on offense, bro, McCaffrey, Debo, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk.
Bro,
I think
deep.
I talk to people I think as a pure receiver, and I think Brandon Ayuk is probably their better receiver, but Debo is just that crazy weapon, just give him the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
However, if you pitch it to him, give him a slant, give him a screen,
give him somewhere he can
give him a reverse, something. Just give him put a ball in his hands, like that one play when we were watching today, and he had just a screen. He had 3 touchdowns today, so he had that one screen. He took 40 yards and outran the rest of the Eagles defense.
There was literally one seam, bro, and he fucking took it all the way,
gone
bro.
out of there.
Yeah.
So I think as long as and even if this year, even if Brock Purdy gets hurt, I feel like Sam Darnold will still be able to do enough for them to make it out. Get some screens going, get some short passes, and still gonna run the ball.
Yeah, I think so too. Hey, Brock Purdy went into probably the best situation I think any quarterback could have gone into.
But it's crazy
with Trent
because
Williams too. That's crazy.
It's crazy because people always say that any quarterback can play good in the system, but he's played in it the best. That's why they traded Trey Lance, because he wasn't getting it. I'm not saying he wasn't getting the system, but he needed more time to develop and to get better. And they had a team that's ready to win now. And he wasn't able to do it. Jimmy Garoppolo, he was solid in the system, but Brock Purdy's played the best out of any quarterback.
All of them, yeah.
Yeah, in the 49ers.
I think too, he played with nothing to lose, right? Because I feel like Trey Lance, there was all this hype around him. This is gonna be the next big guy. This guy he's like Colin Kaepernick. I feel like they really compared him to Colin Kaepernick.
Bro, did you see his college highlights? He played I think he played at South Dakota State. That's where Carson Wentz went, but he was just a freak, bro. He cannon of an arm. He's a man amongst boys, running the ball and trucking people, and he didn't have any turnovers in the last year that he played before COVID. But he just hasn't played that much. And he has to play and develop and get better. Yeah. But
Brock Purdy got thrown into the fire, and he was fucking.
He was ready to go,
bro. I think he was just I'm a third string quarterback. I'm gonna throw it deep if I have to.
And also, bro, because he played a lot in college, and he's used to throwing the ball all around. So exactly. And he got these weapons out here. So I was shit, I don't gotta worry about it getting picked off because I got all these great people to throw it to. Let me just go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna go back to the Colts right now. I think Anthony Richardson is not gonna last too much longer.
He has to change his play style and not be so reckless.
For sure. Yeah.
He's so, bro, I was surprised at how well he was playing though. He's crazy talented, but
No, but
I don't
he
even
thinks
think he's
a
finished the
fucking-
game.
Yeah, he thinks he's a running back, dude. You're not a running back, bro. Go fucking toss that ball around, you know?
And if you're gonna run, bro, slide, get out of bounds.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You don't got to muscle 4 more yards, bro. You know, that's not good for a concussion.
He had
you know?
concussions, like a shoulder injury. Like and he was just getting banged up. So yeah, he definitely has to change his play style. But I like him though. I'm very like intrigued by him and see how he's gonna do.
I do too. I like the freak athlete aspect, but I just don't think he's gonna last.
Yeah,
honestly.
I feel you.
And we're back. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties right there. Now we're going. We'll just repeat the picks. We're gonna say so. We're going Niners.
Yeah,
for
Niners,
that one.
yeah.
Easy pick, honestly. I like what Geno Smith's doing though. Like I really think he like deserves whatever. Because I remember watching him at West Virginia and with Tavon Austin, and I was always like, damn, this guy's good. But you know, some people's rows just start a little later than most. But next game, the Bills and the Chiefs.
This is one of the, I think,
game of the week.
Yeah. This one and one that we're gonna get in. I think in Philly and Dallas. I think those are 2 games of the week. But yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
Okay, and I mean, let's just start with who we got. This is an either way one too. You know, whoever's playing better defense, which I think the Chiefs are right now. But you know, if that the Bills took a big hit with their cornerback getting hurt for the whole year.
Yeah,
Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, he hasn't played in like 3 years. He's been hurt so much lately.
Yeah, and I think that like really messed up the momentum of and then Josh Allen trying to like force every throw that he throws or try to run the ball every time he gets he feels like his receivers aren't doing what they're supposed to do. You know, because I feel like he just tries to put the game in his hands instead of being calm, cool, and collected about everything. Yeah. And so I'm honestly gonna go with the Chiefs on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs too. I've kind of been like pessimistic about the Bills for a while. Like I know they're good, but I feel like they're not like there yet. Like they've been competitive. Like they've beat the Chiefs in the regular season, but they just had to like kind of get over that hump and like beat them in the playoffs. And then the Bengals came along, and the Bengals have beaten them a couple of times. So they just got to get their stuff together. They're like 6-6 this year. They haven't been like as consistent as they like.
I think it's Josh Allen too, man. I think he needs to learn to like be a little bit more like calm, cool, and collected. Because I feel like when he gets like hyped up. Or like when they're losing, he tries to take like everything into his own hands, and he'll just launch the ball to Stephon Diggs every time, and it's just like Or
sometimes Stephon Diggs doesn't get the ball enough. Like sometimes he'll have like a couple of targets. But another thing with it too, like, and that I do kind of want to give him credit for, like, because of course he's a quarterback, so he's gonna take like a lot of the blame. Like, there's been situations like the 13 seconds game or this last game against the Eagles, like when he leaves the field, their team has the lead. So it's like at the end of the game, like I need my defense to step up and get off the field. Because I mean, and I know like with the Eagles, they ended up having to go to overtime, but in regulation, like they were up, and like defense, I need y'all to get off the field. Like I need y'all to like to help me out, and it hasn't necessarily gotten the help that he needs in that regard. So like. Of course he's a quarterback, so he's gonna get most of the blame, and because he does turn the ball over. He does turn the ball over a lot, but he also he produces a lot too. That he might lead the league in interceptions, but he's leading the league in touchdowns too. So it's like it's like Brett Favre. Like you're gonna get the positive, you're gonna get the good stuff, but you're gonna get some bullshit with it too.
True. I like that. I think it's more fault than his defense, but because I feel like he lost a lot of games to them too. There was a close game that I was watching the other day, and he just like. His first thought was run the ball, and I was like, bro, like this is 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You're on your own fucking 30. What are you doing, dude? You're getting these little 10, 15-yard chunks. Not even that, 5-10 yard chunks, and it's doing good, but like you're really like running out of time. Yeah.
So like I said, I'm not absolving him. He definitely has some blame to it too.
He's getting his shit together. No, I'm just kidding. Just all pissed. Let's see. We were at. Bills Chiefs. We're talking maybe game of the week. Next one, battle again for like more wild card spots, and it's also a divisional game. we got the Broncos and the Chargers, which for me, bro, can go either way. Actually, you know what? I really do like the Broncos right now. I think they lost today against the Texans. But, Russell Wilson is really starting to prove those people wrong who said that, like, he was washed and everything like that. Didn't really do the best today again. It's one example. Not every quarterback has a good game every week. But Cortland Sutton has had almost a touchdown in every game this year.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams is starting to pick back up a little bit. As far as their defense, they're playing all right, decent. But I definitely got I think I'm going Broncos on that one for sure.
Oh, man. This is a pick 'em for me.
Like what do you mean?
I don't know who. I don't really necessarily. I can't say I have faith, just supreme faith in one of the teams over the other. Because the Chargers have the talent, but they're just not putting it together, not winning games.
Exactly.
And then the Broncos, Russ is playing better, but it's he's being a game manager and just kind of doing just enough to get by and win. So it's and they've got on the roll and finally started. I think they won 5 or 6 games in a row before they lost today. So I don't know. If the Chargers come to play, and I mean this is the question every week. If the Chargers come to play, I feel like they should be able to win. But I don't know. Yeah.
No. I don't think so, man. I don't think that.
Because the Broncos have played better, bro. But I'm not a believer. Yes, it's been turning around. It's gotten better, but this is the same defense they gave up 70 points. 70 points this year.
Yeah.
Against the Dolphins.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
but the
they've
Dolphins,
been playing
the Dolphins.
But still, they've been playing. They've been playing better, but yeah, I don't know. It's like a 3-point. It's like a 3-point.
Justin Herbert has just been declining in play. I don't know. I followed a lot just because I have their players on fantasy. So
Justin Herbert's my starting quarterback for 2 of my fantasy teams.
Yeah.
So
and he's been playing
know firsthand.
Yeah, it's not
good.
Not good. Yeah,
not good.
Right. I had C.J. Stroud at one point, and I dropped him.
Oh,
and I dropped him. Bro.
Oh man,
I had him at one point, and I was like, "He's a rookie." He put up
Who's the quarterback that you had on
14
the team?
points. What do you mean?
When you dropped him, who was your quarterback?
Justin Herbert. But Justin Herbert was getting me 20 points a game at that time.
Yeah.
And C.J. Stroud was averaging 12.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, he's kind of wasting my roster spot.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I had another quarterback. Or I had Deshaun Watson too, who had just come off a 20-point game, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna need this guy. And then right after that, he starts throwing 3-4 touchdowns a game.
Yeah. Hey, you live and you learn.
No, shouts out C.J. Stroud. I really like him as a player for sure.
Yeah, he's been balling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go Chargers.
Chargers,
yeah.
Broncos. Okay. We already talked about the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So there's actually 2 Monday night games.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I think they pushed back the Dolphins game or the Dolphins Titans game for some reason.
Oh, was it a weather issue or something?
I'm not too sure. I remember seeing a little a notification about it, but I didn't read it. But we'll talk about the first games: Titans, Dolphins. Derrick Henry, D-Hop. As much as I like them as players, I don't think they're really there enough. And then they got a rookie quarterback. I'm going Dolphins on this one. They're playing way too hot right now. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle's not even doing anything. Tyreek Hill can be one receiver out there and outrun everybody, dude. It's crazy, bro, what he's doing. He's on pace to go for almost 2,100 yards this year.
Yeah, he's trying to break that record.
Yeah.
He's at 13-24 right now, so he got some work to do these last few games.
Oh yeah, but honestly, if any receiver in the NFL, he can do it. He can go on a screen. He's fast enough for screens. He's fast enough to just outrun everyone down the field.
Yeah.
Nasty. Tua just got to throw it up. And then you got Jalen Waddle as a backup, receiver, basically.
That complimentary piece.
Yep. Dolphins for sure.
Yeah. Titans have been bad. Yeah, I don't really have their quarterback situation isn't the best right now. Their defense, again, these teams where it's all on the defense, it gets tough for your defense to try to play damn near perfect week in and week out. And Yeah, the Dolphins just got too many weapons. They're clicking. Jalen Ramsey, he's been a good addition coming back from that injury for the Dolphins defense. So yeah, I'm gonna go the Dolphins. That's a pretty easy one right there. And I did just look it up. I had to see, but it's an agreement that Disney has with the NFL. So they have a game on ESPN and then a game on ABC.
Oh, okay.
And it's like an agreement they made like a couple years ago to just try to like show more games on the networks, on the Disney networks and stuff. Had to figure that out. Real quick.
Okay. No, I appreciate it. Yeah. That's good for us. That's 2 games.
Exactly. But they
start
at the same time. So it's like you're going to, let me see.
We could
speaking of the next game.
Double TV it.
All right. So we got the Dolphins and the Titans. That's the first game. You want to announce that second game, that second Monday night game?
Okay. Next primetime game is going to be the Packers versus the Giants. So hold on for this one. This one's going to be a wild one. You know, we got backup quarterback Danny DeVito. What's his name? Benny DeVito?
Tommy DeVito. One of them.
He's
one of those
Italian,
DeVitos.
You know, and then we got Jordan Love battling for the best mid, you know, in the game. I say that now, you know, obviously they're fucking way better than me, you know. I want to hear it in the comments, but
he said the best mid.
I don't even know if we can consider Giants mid, honestly. We could probably put them lower tier.
Giants are trash.
Yeah, they are, bro.
Giants are trash.
Hard to defend that.
They've like regressed since last year. I mean, probably like Daniel Jones wasn't playing good when he was out there, and then he's gone now. Saquon's been in and out of the lineup. Like, they still didn't get much receiver help. I expected Darren Waller to be a lot better, but he's on IR too, and he's not even playing. Like, so yeah, it's gonna be an ugly game. Jordan Love, I had him on one of my fantasy teams. I thought he was gonna like play really good this year. He's been like the first 2 games he was solid, and then like the next 5 games he was bad. And then like he had a good 3-game stretch again. It's like he's up and down, but I mean, I feel like it's kind of expected, bro. They showed a graphic on ESPN, and they were comparing.
Oh, my bad, dude. I keep thinking it's my phone. Yeah. It's like right here.
I just got a notification. Kenny Pickett is reportedly set for an extended absence due to ankle injury.
Oh, there we go.
Well,
that means 1 week, maybe, right? Extended absence. They're
no,
not saying
that's
he's
probably
hurt.
A couple weeks.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Because if it was just gonna be 1 week, like he got hurt, he hurt it like his rib in a game a couple weeks ago, and he like left the game and then come back. And he told him like, yeah, I'm gonna try to play like this next game, and he fought to come through it. So like if it was just gonna be like a 1 week thing, I don't think they would announce it. They would like say, let's see how he's gonna do in practice, and let's see how he feels throughout the week. But since they said it's gonna be an extended absence, like it's gonna be a couple weeks. Yeah. We'll see how he feels. But
it's
yeah,
right.
that was that.
That's all right. You know.
Yeah, it's okay.
You guys,
whatever.
I mean, if anyone's gonna figure it out, it's your coach. So.
Yeah. we played the Patriots this week, so that helps. On Thursday night, that helps, and then we got a 10-day break before our next game. Hopefully, he can be ready by then. So we'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, so back to the
primetime game.
So they showed a graphic comparing Jordan Love's stats through his first 9 or 10 starts compared to Aaron Rodgers through his first 9 or 10 starts. It's the exact same.
Yeah. Like
the yards, the completion percentage is kind of similar. The touchdown to interception ratio is like fairly similar. Like as far as like the total amounts that they had. So it's like I don't want to just throw him away and be like, oh, he's no good, because he has talent and he can make some really good throws. It just has to be consistent, and the team around him is young. Like all his receivers are like 1st and 2nd year players, so like it's a young team overall.
And the same thing to Aaron Rodgers when Brett Favre was leaving.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same situation. Like they sat for 3 years, and then this is their first time playing. So like,
they won a Super Bowl, you know.
Yeah.
So
give them some grace, give them some time.
Yeah, and if anyone's gonna do a quarterback position good, it's gonna be the Packers, bro.
Yeah,
I think they have had like 5 quarterbacks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
cause it was like
full careers.
Aaron Rodgers played like 16 something years. Brett Favre played 15 plus years.
And then they had the first Super Bowl ever was like another Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah, they had like Bart Starr. Like he was like their quarterback. Yeah. Like, so yeah, they've had longevity with that. So but yeah, with the game, I think they'll be the Giants. I don't think it'll be. I don't know how good of a game it'll be. So since these are our 2 Monday night games, we got the Packers and the Giants, and then the Titans and the Dolphins. Are those which one of those are you gonna watch? They're both at 5:15. If you had to pick one, which one would you watch?
Oh, Titans? Yeah, I'm going Titans for sure.
You want the Titans?
Well, I have Derrick Henry. So.
Well, there you go. And the Dolphins are actually a good team. So
yeah, exactly. They might score 70 on this guys.
I think Mike Vrabel would like go out there and put some pads on and play himself before he let them before they put up 70, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how to do it. Yeah, that was those are our picks for the next week 14 coming up. Yeah. Now we can just like move on to like basketball. And this is something I really want to talk about too. Now that we got to Jordan Love about this whole like, living up to expectations. Yeah. Wembyana. I heard this the other day.
Yeah.
I heard people said he's a bust if he doesn't end up like being like Kevin Durant. And I said, I can't believe they're doing that to this freaking 19-year-old kid, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be just as good as Kevin Durant. The comparison is crazy, bro.
Shout out to KD, by the way. Moved in the 10th all-time scoring, passing Moses Malone. Easy money sniper. KD's my favorite player, if y'all didn't know.
Do you think he beats all-time scoring record?
Wembanyama?
No.
Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant. He's on his way, right? He's like getting close. Oh, he missed the whole season. Though,
yeah, so I think if he didn't, so like in 20, I want to say it was like 2015 maybe, or 2013. It was around the time either right after he won MVP in OKC. He broke his foot and he missed basically like that whole year from breaking his foot, and then he tore his Achilles, of course, in 2019, and missed like a year and a half. So I don't think before that, like before the Achilles, I felt like he was gonna be able to like break the all-time scoring record.
Yeah.
But since he missed that time, and then after that, he's had like a couple of like. He bumped knees with a few people, had some knee issues, and missed some games with that. So, like, I feel like that's really going to affect it. And because, like, Bron has already, like, broke the record and he's still going and Bron wants to play longer. So, I feel like I don't feel like KD's going to make it to number one. I definitely think he's going to get the top five. Okay. Like, for sure, I think he's going to get the top five. But I don't think he's going to catch Bron.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. But those are some crazy expectations. Like, so this is my thing, bro. Like, I'm a very, like, with sports in general, like, I'm a consistent person. Like, I need to see you do it before I'm just going to anoint you and say that you're this type of person. Like, and I hate how quickly people are to judge, like, players.
These analysts are crazy.
Yeah, bro. And so, like, with Wembanyama, like, for one, I got tired of hearing, like, all the hype and everything they gave him coming into the draft. But, I mean, that's what you're going to do. You're going to try to sell it. You're going to try to, like, make sure that people know about this great player. But let him learn the NBA. Let him develop into his body, bro. Like, let him, like, get there and play. Like, and for people to put these crazy expectations on him for you have to be Kevin Durant, like, it's not like I don't feel like you have to do that. And people saying that he's like the biggest prospect since LeBron, or like even bigger than LeBron. Like, you don't have to do all that. Let him be himself. Like, let him be his own player, his own prospect and everything. And people just put these expectations on them, and then after, like, so the Spurs aren't a good team. Like, they're not good. Yeah. Like, and they've lost a lot. I don't even know how many. I'm gonna check it real quick. I think they've only won probably like 6 games this year or something. And people want to say that, he's not good and all this. Like, yeah, they're 3-16. Like, the team is not good, bro. You picked number one for a reason. So just because like they're not doing well, people expect him to be like an all-star his rookie year, or like to be an MVP caliber player his rookie year. Like, give him time.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
And I feel like that's kind of like disrespectful to the players that's in the league currently who've been putting that work in to get to where they at. Like, they're not gonna just let him come in. I don't care how tall he is. I think I could be wrong. I think Gary Payton II blocked one of his shots. Like, it happens. And he's like 6'2", but he got bunnies though. But like, it happens, bro. Like, give him some time to develop and give him time to come on. But speaking of like the tall can do everything, Chet Holmgren though. For OKC. Like, I'm an OKC fan too. But he's basically, people were saying that Victor, like, he's one of one, but like Chet is very similar. Like, they're both like very thin and very frail and lanky. Like, Wemby's like 7'4", 7'5", and Chet's like 7'2". So it's like still the same thing. Still can put the ball on the floor, can handle, can shoot, can post, can pass, a great rim protector, a great shot blocker. Like, I was watching the game last night. He had 5 blocks last night. And when it came down to the crunch time, it was like the five final possessions. He had 3 crucial blocks in like those last 5 possessions. So There's other players out here who can do those things, and he's on a better team and he's in a better situation. Like if you were to put Wembanyama in OKC situation and put Chet in San Antonio, it would be a lot different because your situation like it has a lot to do with it. So say all that to say, Chet gonna win Rookie of the Year, by the way. But like let Wemby play, like let their team get better. Like don't say that he's a bust because he's not having a good year so far.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
dude, I was like, damn, bro, like. They said, did you hear Gilbert Arenas about it? Dude, he talked about it. He was pissed.
Yeah.
He was like, just quit now, dude. Like,
because like those are like the crazy, like your expectation coming in, you have to be, I think KD is like a top 10, 12 player all time.
Yeah. Exactly.
So your expectation, you have to be a top 12 player of all time or it's a disappointment.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot to like live up to. Like there's a lot of other great players like in Hall of Fame caliber players and champions that aren't top 10, top 12 all time. So it's like it's just crazy.
Yeah, definitely not. But since you mentioned OKC and Chet Holmgren, dude, we got to talk about the controversy that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Josh Giddey getting up in these minors, dude. No, I'm just kidding. Going back to the minors. Oh, no. Josh Giddey, power forward, right? Or what is he?
Kind of plays everything like 2, 3, 4, like. He's like a 6'6", very versatile player. He could play point guard. He could play the 2. He can play the 3. Like he could do a lot.
Okay. And
with our team, he just kind of like moves around wherever he's needed. But I think he starts at the 2 for us. Yeah.
Controversially, he still plays too. But yeah. Josh Giddey was found to be having sex with a 16-year-old, allegedly. We still don't know yet.
Yeah, all of it is still allegedly.
Yeah. Alleged. You just got to be – I don't even know if you got to be smarter about it. Like you said, I think you were saying it. She was in an 18-over club. Yeah. Whoever was at the bar, and then, like, how is he supposed to know that this fucking child was there?
Yeah.
That's not his responsibility,
Yeah.
And, of course, like, he's getting backlash from it. But, I mean, he's barely 21, He's not gonna. When that kind of stuff happens, do you think they're way more careful after, or are they just like, look, it wasn't my fault. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm gonna do.
No, I think they're way more comfortable after, and I feel like after he like probably realized what was up, I feel like he maybe was like, okay, maybe I need to like chill out. Cause look, so my thing with it, I follow real closely because I'm an OKC fan, but So Josh Giddey, he just turned 21 in October, like the end of October. And they say that this alleged improper relationship happened 2 years ago in Newport Beach. And it's like...
Oh, it was 2 years ago too?
Yeah, they said it happened 2 years ago.
Oh, my God, dude.
So he was 19. So, like, when it happened, when it allegedly happened, he was 19, and he just got here from Australia. Because he's from Australia, and he was playing in Australia till he got drafted. So... He's 19, just over here in a club, like, and he's not 21, so he's not in like he's probably not in a 21 and over club or like doing this, and he might be because I mean, you can get fake IDs. Which brings me to another point about the girl. Like, he's 19 from a whole nother country, from the other side of the world, and he's in a club and he sees a girl. Like, I'm gonna just let you know, if I see a girl in a club like in my single days, I'm not about to ask her how old she is. I ain't about to like.
No, you're in a place where that's
exactly
that's the legal limit.
So I assume that we're around the same age. So it's like, it's really tough, bro. Like, and especially like the girl and the family, they're not they said that they're not cooperating with the authorities, and they're not like doing it with them. I saw that they hired an attorney who worked for like the Bill Cosby case with like a lot of the girls that came out about him.
Bro, they got money up there, bro. God damn.
But they're not cooperating with the police. So, but my thing with it is, he was 19. He was in a club. Like, I don't know how many times or whatever it happened. Like, I'm just going from like the surface level because there's all the facts aren't out there.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're 19 and in a club and it's a girl there and y'all hook up, bro. Like, I don't feel like that's. And if you fuck up and find out that she was younger at the time, like, yeah, it's fucked up, but it's like, I didn't know. I had to spin it back. Yesterday, SEC championship happened. They announced the college football playoff this morning. It is an absolute fucking travesty that Georgia is not in the college football playoff. Yeah. That they don't have a chance to defend their back-to-back national titles. The college football playoff been around, I don't know, like, since 2014. Ohio State won the first one, And not once has a number one team lost in a championship game and they dropped as far as Georgia. They've never dropped past 4 after they lost in a championship game. And y'all motherfuckers dropped Georgia to number 6. What the fuck? Like, that's terrible, bro. Like, and it's not even like we got blew out. It was a competitive game. We got 4 top 25 wins. I don't understand how y'all cannot even give us an opportunity to defend our championship, bro.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. What the fuck do y'all want? Y'all want the strength of schedule? Y'all say the head-to-head and the conference championships and all of this shit, bro. Like, and that's what I really think it is, because with Florida State losing their quarterback and looking as bad as they did, and then with some other, I forgot who else lost. I'm going blank right now. And then Oregon losing to Washington for the Pac-12. Like, Texas was going to be that next team in. And then, like, Bama beating Georgia, and it's like Georgia, like, they feel like they got to let Bama in because they're the SEC champ. They're a one-loss SEC champion, and they beat the number one team. So it's like that strength of schedule and that, like, head-to-head, you got to let us in for that because of that head-to-head. But then with the head-to-head, Texas beat Alabama. So you can't let Texas in saying because they beat Alabama without having Alabama in because they beat Georgia. But it's like, I hate this shit, bro, because it's like, what are you really, like, what is it for? So is head-to-head the thing that really matters the most? Is that what y'all are trying to say? Or is the conference championship the thing that really matters the most? Or is it the 4 best teams? Like, what are y'all – and that's why they're going to the 12-team playoff next year. I think it's bullshit. I hate that we're going to have to play for some – it's not a meaningless ball game, but we should be able to defend our national championship, bro. I had to go on my little soapbox for that real quick.
I agree.
Man.
I agree.
One-loss team. We won 29 games in a row. Back-to-back SEC champs, national champs. We can't even fucking defend the title. Ain't that a bitch? All right, yeah, I'm done.
You heard it here. Shit, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah. This is coming from a true, yeah, man. Fucking sickening.
I like that, dude. We could wrap it up there. We should leave on the high note. That was a good one. Yeah.
There we go, man.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you having me again.
We'll do this again soon sometime. And, yeah, man, this is it for another episode of Cheekzcast. This is Damien.
This is Jordan.
We're out.